I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Big shout to Mad Hombre. This great hat. A couple great shirts. I want to thank them. This is one of them. I want to thank them. But today I'm reviewing one of their sauces, and it just got my attention. It's got a very, very cool label. It's a great name. Smoke Wagon. Skin that smoke wagon. I dropped that reference in the video where I unboxed this and people knew where it came from. It's Tombstone. Skin that smoke wagon. All right, Mad Hombre is a family-owned gourmet small batch hot sauce company located in Central Florida. Our recipes originated with the OG of small batch hot sauce. All right, we've been growing peppers and making hot sauce for years at our Mad Hombre Ranch. We use the freshest local ingredients, to bring you world-class gourmet hot sauces that are bursting with flavor. And they support our nation's military. How cool is that? Thank you for doing that. Excuse me, madhombre.com. Active skies today, people. That one's moving. Yeah, that's low. It's not an A10. I'm starting to tell what planes they are by the way they sound. Those two, I thought those are F-16s or maybe F-18s. Not positive. They sure aren't A-10s. All right, so the ingredients. This is really cool. The number one ingredient in this sauce is lemon juice. So lemon juice, which is lemon juice, water, apple cider vinegar, garlic, cayenne peppers, and Scotch bonnet peppers. Got a good start there. Which is peppers and dried serrano chilies. Serrano peppers, salt, onion powder, spices, ghost peppers, and xanthan gum. So there's some heat in this, people. And I really do love Smoke Wagon. Boy, oh boy. That's too high. Is that the deal right there? Is that better? I don't know. All right, so we're going to give this a shot. I got an interesting day ahead of me. All right, so here we go. Here is gives you an idea of the consistency of it. It has the appearance. Do you know, sometimes taco sauce has that. This almost has that taco sauce kind of look to it, but I doubt because of the ingredients it's going to taste taco sauce-ish. Taco sauce-ish. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, now when you have a sauce like this with a number of different peppers, what ends up happening is that the peppers are going to blend, and you're not really going to be able to identify. You're not going to be able to, for instance, I'm not going to be able to taste. I can just predict. I'm not going to be able to taste this and go, oh, I can taste the cayenne, the Scotch, and the serranos, and the ghost peppers in there. What I'm going to taste is a blend of all of them, but there's a great blend of peppers. Here's the pour, people. All right. So from Mad Hombre, Smoke Wagon, skin that smoke wagon. Great. What a great scene. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Really interesting. A lot of times when you get, hang on. This is one of those sauces where sometimes you get sauce where it has the lemon, the citrus is the finish. So you pick up the citrus notes on the finish. With this, it is almost taco sauce-like. However, with this you get the garlic and onion, which is wonderful. But you get that citrus kick from the very second you taste it. and carries you through the entire thing all the way through the finish. So that lemon juice, and I knew it was going to play a really, obviously it's significant because it's the first ingredient, but I had a feeling that I should have said something, but I had a feeling that's what was going to happen. It really does just that citrus carries through the whole way. And so if you like a citrus, you'll appreciate this. It's not it's not like a lemon sauce, don't get me wrong. It's almost like a wicked good taco sauce, but where that little citrus bite hangs with you throughout the whole thing. The heat on this would be a problem if you're not a chili head. You probably wouldn't enjoy it. You wouldn't be able to just, it'd be good on taco, any street taco, any kind of Mexican street tacos or food truck stuff. Be great. Be great on pizza, burritos, breakfast, anything. Chili head would call this a medium heat sauce. I would say six and up. There'd be some hardcore chili heads that'll call it a 5. But it's a medium heat sauce. Very, very delicious and gluten-free, people. All right, so excuse me. Got a lot. I have so much to do. I have a lot on my plate, people. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a continuation of yesterday's top grossing albums of all time. Fascinating. We did the first 5. There's 25, so we're going to do 5 per video. The next one up, this would be what, number 20 on the list? The Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd, 1973, one of the greatest albums. 15 million copies sold. Here's the thing about Pink Floyd that I found. Kind of like the Doors. Like you either like the Doors or you don't. You know what I mean? You people that like the Doors are like, oh, the Doors. Some people don't. I find people are like that with Pink Floyd. You either like Pink Floyd, you're a jam band and you kind of like the psychedelic kind of thing, or you don't like Pink Floyd. I'm a big fan. The overall innovation of this listening experience resulted in Pink Floyd becoming an international commercial success. Following years of being a quality but still somewhat obscure acid progressive rock band. The flow of music transitionally smoothing from one song to another makes it truly special. Not to mention the production. Alan Parsons earned a Grammy Award for his engineering work. Did not know Alan Parsons was on that project. The Alan Parsons Project. See what I did there? And perhaps the most influential part of the album, songs like Time, Money, and Brain Damage, Eclipse, are all examples of behind-the-scene genius of the record that spent a total of 957 weeks on the Billboard charts. Wrap your melon around that. 957 weeks. It was at the Billboard top. That's bizarre to me. Anyhow, what a great album. What a great album. I'm a big Floyd fan, Pink Floyd fan. All right, so next one up is Journey's Greatest Hits, 1998. 15 million copies sold. Everything a fan of this arena rock outfit can want is all in one place. Sure, there remain issues within the current makeup of the band. Steve Perry will likely never perform with them again, but the musical magic is still alive and well, no matter who's singing or getting along. Don't Stop Believin' has blossomed into a rock anthem, while Open Arms is a ballad that still may be played during school dances. Do they still do school dances? I thought they'd outlaw them by now. Throughout the U.S. In addition, this package includes old school Journey classics like Lights, Wheel in the Sky, and Any Way You Want, Lovin', Touchin' and Squeezin'. You know, Neil Schon is an amazing guitarist. He's one of those guitarists that's wickedly, in my game, he's underrated, man. He was a kid. He was like 16 years old. Just a prodigy, man. Just an amazing guitarist. When he was a kid, he was 16, Carlos Santana approached him and said, hey, will you play with my band? Imagine that, being a kid and having Carlos Santana say, hey, will you play with me? Pretty sick. Metallica coming in next with the album Metallica. We all know that. What year? Come on, tell me. 91. 16 million copies sold. Also known as the Black Album. The record broke Metallica to the mainstream masses, and officially set them apart from the rest of the heavy thrash metal heap. Impeccably produced and polished by the famed Bob Rock, the band's 5th album produced 6 singles, led by Enter Sandman. A great song. Played that on the channel here. Not very well, but I played it. Whenever I May Roam, Even a Ballad, Nothing Else Matters. It blew up on the radio and MTV. Through a good chunk of Metallica's old school diehard fans felt the band sold out. Isn't that crazy that they would say that? The record debuted #1 on the Billboard 200, spent 4 straight weeks in that spot. Was 4th album in the U.S. history to chart for at least 550 weeks. Now, interesting thing about the whole sellout thing. Here's one of the things that happens when everybody loves you when you're starving and you're just grinding it out, doing your thing. But the minute you get some success, they'll say you sold out, and that's a drag. When I sold the tube of Terra Peanuts, people called me a sellout. I don't really care. I saw a great interview with Hetfield, and they literally said, what would you say to your fans that say you sold out? And you know what he said? He said, we sold out. Every night, every seat. It's a weird thing. If you're not in the line in front of a camera, nobody would fault you for trying to be wildly successful and make a lot of money. But if you're in front of a camera and you're trying to make money, they take a run at you. Next up, Physical Graffiti. What a great album. If you don't know, if you are not familiar, for young people who don't know, and he's like, Physical Graffiti, you have to do a deep dive. Led Zeppelin, 1975, 16 million copies sold. Led Zeppelin's 6th studio release is also a double album, and it won't be the last time we hear from the band on this list. There's more, and it should be. The Led Zeppelin. But just listen, and this is understandably why many Led Zeppelin fans think Physical Graffiti is the best of the band's best. Trampled Underfoot, Cashmere, Custard Pie, In My Time of Dying. What? And Wanton Song, maybe some of the most recognizable tunes from Physical Graffiti. But tracks like the eerily emotional 10 Years Gone, and if you don't know that song, you need to. And the Whimsical Down by the Seaside make it a thoroughly special record. That really is amazing. All right, I think we're doing one more. This is the last one of today's, and we're going to wrap it up. The birds are harassing me today. All right, and this is a great album. It is. It's a great album. Jagged Little Pill. Alanis Morissette, 1992, 16 million. She kind of did what John Mayer did, and kind of what Taylor Swift does. She kind of did it first, I think. If you dated her, she was going to break your heart, and she was going to write an album about you, or a song, or something. She kind of did that. But Jagged Little Pill. Alanis Morissette, I had a thing for her. Not going to lie to you. I did for a while. Alanis Morissette went from Canadian pop sensation, singing and dancing in shopping malls, to the driving force in the 90s female angst. Morissette's first album to be released internationally, Jagged Little Pill, was a monster. Introduced her to the American audiences, she became an MTV staple, and Morissette wrote all the lyrics while she and lauded songwriter, producer Glenn Ballard composed the music together. Her signature, You Ought to Know, with Dave Navarro on guitar. I don't know if you guys knew that. Dave Navarro on guitar and Flea on bass, believe it or not. The Canopy, Ironic. The lyrics of that song are sick. Each were top 10 on the Billboard's top Hot 100, while the album produced 6 singles and sold more than 33 million copies worldwide. That's crazy. Why did they say 16 million in there? I guess they're going U.S. versus worldwide. All right, so that's it for today's. We have 5 more tomorrow. They're just getting bigger. For the record, that one, she did 16 million. You guys know that you're responsible for almost 25 million views on this channel? I love you guys for that. All the things you could be doing in your life, and you take time to hang out with me for this silliness. Whew, I love you for that. In the description box, you're going to see Mad Hombre, great sauce, some cool merch, Smoke Wagon. Skin that Smoke Wagon. Oh, what a great movie. So please check them out in the description box right there. You're going to see my son, Johnny Scoville Jr. He's approaching 500 people following him. So please give him a follow if you haven't. He has great videos right there. That is The Lifeboat, my brother Tommy's channel, right here. All the challenges I've done right there. Pepperology for all the new people. I'm doing a new pepperology video either today or tomorrow. So please be looking out for that. It's going to be a very, very big encompassing one. It's going to kind of encapsulate all the things that a budding, brand new, aspiring chili head needs to know before stepping out on their journey. So look, now I've done that already in Pepperology, but this is going to be all of it in one video. So look for that either today or tomorrow. Oh, I love you guys. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the